It's here, and I'm really, really excited about it. What's up, y'all? It's the last stream of the day today, and it's one that I've been anticipating for 5 years? I think 5, maybe 6 years. So that is Mr. President, the American presidency, 2001, 2020. Designed by Gene Billingsley, published by GMT Games. Let me get this out of the way. I wish they would have changed the name to the American President or the President. But, okay, we're done with talking about that. That said, let's do our unboxing. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get started on this. It's my most anticipated game of all time. Bar none, because I've been waiting for it for so long, and it finally came out. So it's been out for a few months, but I digress. We're planning on doing a series of this. So what today is the first in that series. So we're going to do an unboxing. Then I'm probably going to do a patron stream or two as I fumble my way through this, learning it. And then eventually, I'm going to do an entire week's worth of streams. The entire week dedicated to Mr. President. It's going to be a how to play, and then it's going to be probably a different stream for each year within the 4 years and go from there. I think that's the tentative plan right now. Now, as far as when, now, it's a GMT game. There tends to be a fair bit of errata here or there. And I talked to the developer the other day, and Jason, I believe, and he said that at the end of this month, this being September, they're supposed to have basically volume 2 or version 2 out with all the errata and the updated charts and whole 9 yards. So while I am very much championing at the bit to get this to y'all, I think it probably behooves me to wait until I have that stuff to stream it, not to learn it. So this way, I can fumble my way through this stuff on my own off camera, so that as soon as this stuff's released and I get it printed in the whole 9 yards, then I can bring it to y'all. So look for this probably the first week of October is my guess. That's all entirely dependent on when the updated stuff comes out, okay? So with that said, let's get into the most excited unboxing I've ever done. So yeah. So, I did unbox this at the post office. I was so excited, but full disclosure, I'm friends with everybody at the post office there, and so they keep the boxes. I don't need them, so that's why. But yeah. All right, let's bust it out. And the reason I wanted to do an unboxing as soon as possible because I wanted to get into it. So hold on, Mike Berticelli is the game developer on here. But yet, the point of concept... Anyway, I've spoken to GMT about that. How's that? Will the errata and updates be freely available for download? I am the wrong one to ask on that. I have no idea. There is a thread, though, on BGG that you can go and probably ask that. And I am 99% sure that the answer is they're going to make it publicly available. As far as printable, I imagine you could just download the stuff and print them. I don't know about, like, having it formatted like it is here in the game itself. This is a heavy box. Oh. All right, we'll put this up behind us. Now we can move the U.S. Civil War. Hashtag foreshadowing. Same with Fields of Fire. Oh, here we go. To my successor, congratulations on your election and your inauguration. You are welcome. And thank you. I hope you will find this job as fulfilling and rewarding as I did during my term in office. It won't be easy being POTUS. It's rightly called the world's most difficult job. It can seem overwhelming when you first sit down at the Resolute desk. To help you start your administration, I have some suggestions. First, read the White House document titled How to Play. It was compiled by a dedicated White House transition team, your people and mine, to ease you quickly into the task of leading this nation. After reading How to Play, set up the sandbox scenario, assemble your cabinet, and grab the turn sequence flipbook. It will guide you step by step through the turn sequence on the main map, enabling you to learn by taking actions and governing. Makes sense. No one can tell you how to be POTUS. Each holder of those office has had to forge a path forward in their own way. But in case it may be helpful, my staff has created a presidential briefing booklet based on my experiences in office. It won't tell you what to do, but it'll give you what I hope are some useful hints and suggestions. Beyond this, you have a wealth of charts, from what I've heard, seriously, and tables created by top-flight staff in all departments of the government that you now head. Your presidential, domestic, diplomatic, and military master actions player aids will let you know what you and most key cabinet members can do to advance your agenda and maintain peace in the world. Above all, have fun. After all the campaigning, all the chicken dinners and the hot dogs at county fairs, all the cold mornings shivering outside factories to shake hands with workers, all the ups and downs of the polls, all your sleepless nights on buses and planes, you've made it. You're here. It's your Oval Office. You are now the president. With best of luck, your predecessor. Ooh, and it's on linen. That's nice. Oh, that's pretty thin. Okay, all right, cool. That is not. That's a book of charts. Okay. We have a book of charts. Ally and rogue states. World Peer Russia acts. Okay. I assume the next one's going to be China. Very similar. Oh, that brightness. Sorry. A lot of white. You know what? I was having it. There we go. World Peer China acts. Okay. Presidential briefing with examples of play and designer notes. That is a big book of scenarios. Oh, yeah. All right, now we have gotten to the chits. Looks like I'm gonna have to break out the counterpuncher. Well, wait, these are all rounded. Interesting. My corner clipper, I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of that. Oh, that's not nearly as many as I thought there were going to be. We'll get to those in a minute, but domestic master actions, presidential master actions, military master actions, diplomatic master actions. And there's only five things of chits. That's actually the punch boards. Wow. All right, you know what? Let's do this. There we go. That way it's not so bright for y'all. We'll move that over. There we go. All right. Stability markers, alignment, military footprint, relations with Congress. Okay. I mean, standard thickness, like they should be, so good. All right. Cool. Terror group stuff. Congress, and I think, right? Or cabinet members, could be. Media members. Of course I'm a Reds fan. Yes, I am. Huge. Born and bred Reds fan. Tensions. Oh, this looks so good. That's scary. That's a lot of Civil War markers. Okay. Huh. All right. So that's there. And now we get the boards. Okay, so that is not a board. That is just on cardstock. A war for different, wow, you up to 5 at the same time? No, really? No. That's, okay. So those are on cardstock, and now the actual boards. All right, we're gonna need the entire table for this. All right, let's see how she fits. I've been curious about this. Yeah, probably ought to swap those. There we go, like that. Oh wait, there's more. All right, one more board and then there's all the cards, okay? She fits. She fits. That's all that matters. I'll flatten it out. Oh my Lord, look at this. This is glorious. I mean, honestly, I want one of these on the ends. So, look, it's going to look like crap right now. I get it. But obviously, I'll manipulate the lighting. So it'll be... So to give you guys an example, this is a dominant species size board. This is an 8-panel board. This is a 4-panel board. So we're at 12, 13. They're cardstock, these two, but 14 there. And you know what? Here, for this. There we go. I'll mess with the lighting, obviously, ahead of the streams, but look at that. That takes up the entire width of the table. Y'all can see the edge of the table right here, edge of the table right there. So know what you're getting into with this bad boy. Yeah, Spartacus. Yeah, I know. This is, I know. I wanted those off to the side. That makes sense. But, oh, look at this gloriousness. All right, well, so I'll zoom in for y'all to go through all these. So let's see here. We'll do this far left because this is what it's going to be like on the streams anyways. Because, I mean, I can't manipulate these any different than how they are. So it looks like all the war stuff, as far as these tracks, they're identical for, sorry about this. There we go. Between the 5, so it gives you an idea, okay? So, oh, come on. These cards, I'm not too worried about that. Like, I don't know that there are a whole lot of single panel boards out there. I mean, I'm just glad they're not glossy. So there's that. All right, then Terra Group holding area. So these are just different markers, okay, and holding areas for that. So that's not a big deal. So we'd have it like that. Okay, that's cool. And then as we come over, year 2, year 3, year 4 up there. So the different decks now, obviously I'll bust these out here in a minute, but I mean, it's going to be like that, roughly. And then the 2 dice. Okay. Strategic, so missile tracks, strategic capability tracks, bipartisan cooperation, impending bills, conflict tracks. Okay. And then tracks for different relations with Congress, media, homeland, okay. The economy, world opinion, This is so great. I am so stoked for this. This is going to be glorious. All right, so now starting right here is the main board, if you will, the 8-panel board. Cabinet drama. Scandal track. Don't want to rolls 5s or 6s so that we don't have scandals. All right, so there's our turn sequence. Start at the top left with U.S. Special Activation. Perform all actions in a column, top to bottom. Then move to the next column right and perform those top to bottom. I mean, seriously. That ain't bad. Right? Basically, you play a card, you do a thing, you draw a card. I mean, really easy, right? This is the game. Why heavy cardboard exists. It's this type of stuff. Okay? Okay, and Dusty says it helps to read setup as you punch the chits because they're not grouped on the boards very well. All right, good to know. And then these are all similar in a sense that, you know, they're basically the boxes for how the various places around the world, the different, God, I can't think of the word, just areas of the world, words. All right. And then down here in the bottom right, oop, too far. There we go. We got the Russian Chinese influence track, and then your action points and such are all down here. And then moving along. Legacy points, so I'm going to assume that's banked. Wow. So there you go. That's the board laid out. Regions. Thank you. Could not think of the word. Holy cow. Yeah, I mean, okay, so talking about the two non-printed boards, they're not glossy, they're not matte, they're like in between, I would argue. All right. So the cards, let's go and bust those out. And let's see here. So there we go. Let's see, what did I do with my forceps? There we are. So what do y'all think? How many of y'all have played this, by the way? I like that idea, Josh. I might do that. So obviously I'm going to need some time to learn this, right? So that goes, okay, now it's really dark because of I turned that one off. There we go, that's better. So I'll play with the lighting, obviously, but to answer your question, while I'm tearing these out, so I'm gonna start digging into it today, and then the streams. Again, talk to GMT. They're gonna have the second edition, if you will, with the updated charts and the whole 9 yards at the end of this month. So today's date is the 8th. So it's going to be an entire week's worth of content for this one game, okay? And I think it makes sense for me to wait until those are out to stream it, but not to learn it. So if you're a patron, you're gonna get a chance to see some of this. Now, here's the thing. Once I get going on this too much, I'm not going to want to take it off this table. So what I'm going to do, I think, is probably punch it in the whole 9 yards, do all that stuff with the patrons, and then actually have it set up after game day Saturday to play it downstairs. And then that way I can spend as long as I want with it, and then once those come out, be ready to stream it. So probably the first week in October, probably, okay? So yeah, all right. Well, I'm just going through chat real quick. Yeah, and I have a feeling a number of folks are going to be like that, Kevin, to where he says, I'll never play this, but I'm very interested in watching someone else do it. That makes sense. Ignore the glare, because, again, this is tentative setup idea. I even wonder, and this is part of what I do no, I'm going to want this closer to me. So what I wonder is, could I just playing around with this, right? So just to be able to zoom it in a little bit like that, could I have that? It cuts it off too much. Nope, that won't work. Never mind. So anyway, those are the two main boards, and then, like I said, these. So yeah, I am stupid excited about this. So, cards. Not super thrilled with the cards, I'll be honest. Like, I do wish they were linen finished. I know I'm being nitpicky, but they feel fine. Like, they're thick enough. It's not like it's not like it's a regular deck of cards or whatever, but yeah, there's a ton of information, but it's not, and there's, yeah, this seems, everything I've read is it's procedural, but it's not complex. So I don't think it's going to be that hard. It's just going to be somewhat involved as far as, look at the turn sequence, y'all. Seriously. All joking aside, that's ridiculous. Look at that. And ridiculous, I'm good with. This is amazing. Start here, work your way through all of these. Yeah, I absolutely could foresee a lot of people saying, look, I'm never going to play it. I'm never going to want to own it, but I would love to watch a playthrough of it. So that's what we're going to do. No, GMT doesn't do linen. I can still complain about it. So, wow. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited about this. Excited to the level of, like, I just want to cancel game day and just stream this. Or, I'm sorry, and just learn it and everything tomorrow. I'm not gonna. Just saying. That's the level I'm at. Yeah. It's the hunters and then, right? Because it's all about the story that it tells. And I've read a number of things where people are like, oh, this would be better as a PC game. Because looking up the charts and seeing what all happens and this and that, it can be a little laborious. But to me, that's part of the interest in this game, and that's not going to be for everybody. I get that. So, yeah. Look at that. I'm so excited. All right. So, there you go. That is Mr. President. It's like component-wise, there's just not a lot, right? There's 3 decks of cards. Here, those boards, Again, card stock for those two. 1 deck, 2 deck, 3 deck, 2 dice, a handful of not charts, but master actions here. Okay. There are only 5, was it? Right? Yeah, 5 boards of chits. And then, I mean, the big stuff. I mean, yo dog charts. So I get that. Turn sequence, flip book. I love that it's bound like this. Whenever I print rule books off myself, I get them spiral bound. Huge fan of that. So yay. Thank you for doing that, GMT. There you go, right? That's, yeah. Oh. So, like, component-wise, there's just not a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of books, don't get me wrong, but you get what I'm saying. So, yeah, and the chit count is relatively, I mean, really low. It's just, it's all spread out everywhere. So there's that. Yeah, seriously, it's the holiday season. Yeah, this is Christmas come early for me. So big thanks real quick to Tony over at GMT. This is actually his reserved copy that he gets as an employee at GMT. He sent me this. It's his copy, so I can do this. So big thanks to Tony. Appreciate that, and everybody over at GMT. I'm looking forward to this. It's not sponsored. I'm just doing this because I want to. And you know what? If a partnership comes out of this down the road, great. Because let's face it, I'm a huge GMT fan, so I cannot wait to get into this. So if you're a patron, you want to see me fumbling my way through this and learning this, be a patron. $5 and up level. Patreon.com/HCHQ, and I'll have the cameras on while I mess with this, and then I will be streaming this in a few weeks, an entire week's worth of streams. So, really, yeah. Fernando says it seems like it's later than it. Oh, speaking of which, hold on. No, I don't see like the. Oh, here it is. The complexity is. Oh, y'all can't see that. Sorry. There you go, on the back of the box. Obviously solitaire because it's only a solo game. Yeah, I guess I didn't point that out, but yeah, it's a solo only. Or you could partner up, and, you know, and like make it like a cooperative almost. But anyway, complexity, dead in the middle, so it's not simple. Complexity here, this is a heavy Euro. This is about the top of the Euro scale, but mid-weight for war games, okay? So, yeah. But yeah, cannot wait. I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for hanging out. I will be back Monday with the weekly look ahead, and I will see you all then. If you're a patron, it's either going to be today or Sunday that I'm going to be busting this out. So, yeah, there you go. There's your chance to watch. All right, I appreciate it. Again, thanks, everybody. I'll see y'all, well, this weekend if you're a patron, and next week if you're not. Take care, y'all. Yee! Yes, finally. Squeeze.